I am Ms. Kendall, and I want to welcome you to our Genesis 1A and B pre-ballet, worship, and tap class. And we hope that you guys have some fun. We know that there's a lot happening, so we just want to start off with a word of prayer and then give you guys some ideas to have some fun during this time. So let's pray. Dear Lord, we thank you so much for this opportunity to come together and to worship you wherever we are. We ask that you would help us to have joy as our strength during this time, and bless each one of us with a hedge of your protection and just a time of joy in the midst of chaos in the world. Lord God, we just pray for peace over each and every one of our little dancers and their families. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen. So some fun little things that we can do that you can quickly grab is these can be found at the dollar store right now, especially because it's spring. And these are fun just to kind of play around with in free dance. You can also just take little scraps of fabric and have silks. If you don't have random fabric laying around, I'm just thinking you could use like a pillowcase or a hanky or something. So that could be fun. And if you take some little foam sheets, you can get at the craft store, you can get at the grocery store, you can get at the dollar store. You can make little shapes with these, and we actually use these as place markers so they can stand on them, or you can use them as little tools to like hop over to practice our leaps and things like that. That can be made simply. And then my favorites are our little streamers. These are made simply with some wooden dowels, some ribbon, some hot glue or tape, and you can even add a bell. So those are just some ideas for you all to have some fun during this time. So we are going to get started, and we are actually going to start stretching on the floor, and I'm going to cue up my music, and you can join me down on the floor. So we're going to start in my favorite place, which is the rainbow. So start on your bottom, sitting up nice and tall, and we're just going to open our legs nice and wide so it's like a rainbow, and we're going to paint across the rainbow. So I'm going to pick a color, and then I'll let you pick a color. So my favorite color is pink, so I'm going to take my paintbrush. I'm going to dip my paintbrush in the pink, and then I have to paint my rainbow up and over all the way across to the other side and sitting up nice and tall. Now you pick a color that you would like to paint. Any color in the whole wide world, what would it be? All right, so then let's dip it into that color, paint it all the way across and over. And then we have another side, so we gotta go another time. This time, I'm gonna pick purple, like my tutu. So we're gonna dip the paint in the purple for Miss Kendall, up and over. And then it's your turn. What color would you like to paint the other side? All right, let's dip it into the paint, up and over, all the way across. And then we've painted our paintbrush. We have all those colors on our brushes. We gotta clean them off. So clean off your paintbrushes, shake out all that paint, and as we shake it out, bring those legs together. If they're still a little wiggly, you can take out your glue stick, glue those legs back together, and then those sticky fingers hold us up nice and tall right behind our backs. And we're gonna start stretching those feet. So we're gonna stretch our feet all the way down to the floor, point, 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 and then we're gonna peel them back up to the sky and flex, 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 and point, and flex, and point, and flex. Now let's point them back to the floor. Let's bring our arms up above our head like a nice, pretty sunshine. We're gonna reach up to the ceiling and over towards our toes. No frog legs here, so don't bring those knees up, but keep them nice and straight. Only go as far as you can without getting frog legs. And we're gonna touch our nose towards our knee and count to 10 with me. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then we're gonna sit up nice and tall, and we will rise to stretch. So for this one, you can follow me. We're gonna reach and stretch. Here we go. We're gonna reach up to the ceiling, down to the floor. Reach and stretch. Then you're gonna freeze. Reach and stretch. Stretch it out. Now we gotta point and flex those toes to warm up our feet. Point and flex, click, switch, switch, freeze, point and flex. Now stretch it out, and we have to put that together, so we're gonna reach and stretch, reach and stretch, point and flex, again, reach and stretch, point and flex, switch, point and flex. Now we're gonna twist and turn. So moving our upper body nice and long, stretching it out. This is the way we twist and turn. Stretch it out. We're gonna bend from the bottom and lift it up high. So bend all the way down Giggle and wiggle with you. So go and tickle, tickle, tickle mommy or daddy or brother or sister and tickle, 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 tickle all the way until we're ready to relax our necks. Back and forth, side to side. Go tickle, tickle, tickle somebody. Tickle up, hurry. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. And you're gonna get back to your spot. We're gonna reach and stretch one more time. Here we go. Reach and stretch. Reach and stretch. Reach and stretch. You're gonna freeze. Reach and stretch. Stretch down. We're gonna point, flex those toes. One more time. Point and flex. Switch. Point and flex. Point and flex. Freeze. Point and flex and stretch down. Reach and stretch. Reach and stretch. Point and flex. Switch. Again, reach and stretch. Reach and stretch. Point and flex. Point and flex. Let's stretch it out one more time. Good job. Now we're feeling nice and warm. Let's get to some ballet. So we're gonna start with our positions. So sixth position, we stand with those feet glued together. These hands up nice and tall on our hips. And then we're gonna go to first position. I'm gonna open those toes like a pizza slice. I'm gonna find my belly button. I'm gonna take a big deep breath in. And I'm gonna blow it out like I'm blowing my beach ball. So you should have nice long round arms holding that beach ball. And that beach ball has so much air that it pulls you up nice and tall. So you're not sinking down, but you're nice and tall. And then if we let that beach ball go, we step out nice and wide to second position. And then we can undo, closing the feet right in the middle, heel to the ballet strap, one arm above, and we're in third position. So wave hello. And then we'll give a one arm tug in fourth position, just taking a step out. Last one, we're gonna close back, our heel to our toe, with our arms up in a sunshine, and that is fifth position. So let's play a little game. Can you show me what first position looks like? Let's see if you can get there before me. We blow up our beach ball. That's first position. Good job. What does second position look like? See if you can get there before me. We undo out and we let that beach ball drop. One more. What does sixth position look like? That's where we started. We close those toes and bring those heels together. Good job. All right, let's take some pliés. We're gonna stretch those knees and just bend them out. So bend and stretch. We're gonna plie and stand up tall and plie and stand up tall. Good job. Now we're gonna try that in first. Same thing, but we open those toes. Give me a pizza slice and blow up that beach ball. Find your belly button. And remember, there's air in that beach ball, so it's holding you up tall. We're gonna plie and stand up tall and plie and stand up tall. Good job. We're gonna tendu. A tendu is to stretch, and we paint the floor. So just like we painted that rainbow and we stretched, we're gonna paint the floor now. So I'm gonna take the paint on my toes and I'm gonna brush them through the floor out to the side and then bring them back in. Let's do that 2 times that way and then we'll switch. So tendu, close, and tendu, close. Good job. Try it on the other side now. Tendu, point those toes and close. Make sure you don't have frog legs. Tendu and close. Now let's take a pretty ballet pose. We're gonna tendu and we're gonna bring those arms up to the side. And let's go through our ballet dance. So follow me. Let's bring the arms up. Take them out to third. Into second. Bending. Flexing and pointing. They practice their routine. To first position. So first we're going to plie. Let's do releve. Releve. So we're going to go up to our toes. On your toes. See if you can add your arms, hold your beach ball, it helps hold you up. Very good. Then a grand plie. Plie, so we're gonna do those bends we just did. So we go down and up. Down and up. Down and up. Perfect. One more time. Let's see what next. Now a little saute. We're gonna jump. So plie, saute. Plie, jump. And jump. Good job. See how high you can jump. Get all the way up to the ceiling. But we are not finished yet. Let's try a pirouette. So see if you can turn Try one more.
And spin.
And land. Let's try it.
Did you say you wanted
One more
to do it
time.
all again? Wonderful.
Here we go for releve.
Let's go. Let's do releve.
On tippy toes this way. Up. On your toes. See if you can touch the ceiling.
Up. On your toes.
One more.
Nicely done. Then the grand plie.
Plie. So we bend this way. Ready? Here we go. Down and up. Down and up. One more.
Beautiful.
Now let's try a jump. See if you can touch that ceiling.
Saute. Let's all
Ready?
jump
Here we go.
This way.
Down and jump. Down and jump. One more.
Perfect.
Let's finish with those pretty
Not
turns.
finished yet.
Let's do a pirouette. And spin. One more. And spin. Beautiful. Let's take a bow.
You've all worked very hard, and now it's time to take a bow.
And finish. Good job. All right, we're gonna try some stuff moving across the floor. So first, we'll start in first position, and we're gonna do a chasse. So I'm gonna plie and come back together, and plie and come back together. And we'll go back and come back again, and then we'll march. So I'll bring my toe up to my knee, and march just like that, and we'll battement, and then we'll jump. So let's start with our chasses. In first position, let's bring the arms up nice and tall, or you can keep them on your hips. We're gonna plie and up, and plie, up, plie, up. Keep going all the way across the room. And then, because you're doing such a good job, and you're so good at this, we're gonna speed it up and go faster on the way back. Ready? Here we go. Marching. So let's bring that toe all the way up to the knee, bringing those knees all the way up to the sky. And march all the way across. And again, just because you guys are so good at this, we're gonna speed it up on the way back. Here we go. March. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And get ready to go back across. This time we're gonna brush through the floor. Kicking up as high as we can go, but make sure you don't have frog legs, so don't bend those knees. Keep those legs nice and straight, nice and long. Kick it up nice and tall. And we're gonna come back the other way. Here we go. Battement, step, brush, step. Make sure you're kicking through the floor up to the sky. We're gonna saute, that pretty position we just practiced. We're gonna do it with our feet jumping up. Saute. Jumping high up in the air. And we'll come back. And let's add the pretty arms this time. So we're gonna keep our arms out in arabesque. Nice pretty arms, nice and long, ballerinas. All the way up to the sky. And let's finish. And then we'll get ready for our next song. If you have a fun toy you can use, a streamer or a silk, then you can pick one. I think I'm gonna go with our silk, and we're gonna play with the tempo. So the tempo is how fast our music is going. In this song, there's gonna be 2 tempos. They're gonna be adagio, which means slow, and then allegro, which is fast. So you gotta move as fast as your music. Right now, what do you think this tempo is? I think it feels kind of slow. So that means it's adagio. So move adagio around the room, any way you wanna move, and dance with me as we go around the room. The music changed. What is it now? Is it fast or slow? I feel like this got faster, so let's move faster now. We're gonna move allegro. You can move all the way around the room, however you wanna move. You can try those jumps we tried. You can try those kicks we tried. You can try some turns. The music changed on us again. It got adagio. Do you remember what adagio means? Can you move adagio with me? I'm gonna try some turns. And those pretty arabesque pose we did earlier. Let's listen. Allegro. So we gotta go, go, go fast. All the way around. You can try those bob-bombs. You can try some turns. You can try those jumps we did. However you want to move. And you turned again. Now we're slow. Move slow. And finish in a pretty pose. I like the arabesque that we've been doing. And now we're gonna get ready to try our tap shoes. So if you have your tap shoes, go ahead and put those on. If you don't have tap shoes, can you do me a favor and can you find, if you have light up sneakers, can you put those on for me? I love light up shoes. So if you don't have tap shoes, try some light up shoes. And if you don't have light up shoes either, find me your favorite pair of shoes and wear those because we're gonna tap. All right, so hurry up and find those shoes. I got mine on. What kind of shoes are you wearing? Do you have your tap shoes? Are you in your light up shoes? Or are you in your favorite shoes? All right, you guys ready to go? All right, let's start with our taps. Before we get tapping, sometimes we like to make a lot of noise and we get the wiggles with our tap shoes. It's like they just automatically come. I get the wiggles too. So what we have to do before we can tap is we have to get all those wiggles out. So we got 3 chances to get all your wiggles out right here. Okay, so when I say go, you're gonna wiggle, 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 wiggle as much as you can. And then you're gonna freeze, and then we're gonna do it a couple more times. So 3 chances, ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Get your wiggles out, get them out, get them out, get them out. Stop as loud as you can. Move, 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 and freeze. All right, 2 more times, ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. And freeze. 1 more chance. All those wiggles, you gotta get them out. In 3, 2, 1. Wiggle, 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 and freeze. All right, let's stick those feet together back in 6th position, which we learned earlier. And we're gonna start just rolling our feet out. So shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. There's still a little wiggle left, I think. So shake them out. And then we gotta switch. We gotta get the wiggles out of the other foot. Pick up that foot and shake it out. You can shake your hands out too if you still have a little bit more wiggles. And then we're gonna bring them together. We're gonna start with our tippy toes. So we're gonna take our foot, we're gonna stick the heel of our shoe, or the back of our foot down into the floor, and then we're gonna take the toe up to the sky and pop it down on the floor and back up. We're gonna do that 4 times, and then we'll switch. So we're gonna go down, up, down, up, down, up, 1 more, up. Then we'll come back to 6th position, and we'll do it on the other foot. So heel down into the floor, toes up to the sky. We're gonna pop them down, up, down, up, down, up, 1 more, up. Good job. Now we're gonna switch it. So we're gonna put our tippy toes to the floor and we're gonna drop our heel of our foot down to the floor. So here we go. We're gonna go 1, up, 2, up, 3, up, 4, and switch. We're gonna go 1, up, 2, up, 3, up, 4. And then we're gonna bring those feetsies together and we're gonna shuffle. So remember, a shuffle has 2 sounds. So I'm gonna brush forward, and then I'm gonna kick it back. And we're gonna do that 2 times on this leg, and then we'll switch 2 times on this leg. So I've got this leg going. Here we go, we're gonna brush forward, and back again, 1 and 2. Then we're gonna switch those feet, and we're gonna go 1 and 2, and 1 and 2. And put them together. All right, now we're gonna clap it out and work on our marches to our music. So let's start our music back over because it skipped ahead of me. And here we go. So you're gonna clap along with me and then we're gonna march. Working on our tempo of how fast the music is. So here we go, are you ready? Clap with me. 2 claps. 1, 2. Now march with me. Make those feet snap as loud as you can. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, freeze. 2 taps. 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 March again. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. March, 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 march. I was so happy that I got to dance with you, and I hope to see you and have you dance with me again. So let's take a bow and give a big wave. Bye, everybody.